This is the second Transformers event that we are hosting. After a successful year last year, when we had almost 150 people gather, this year we have a record attendance of 180. We are growing very ambitiously. Almost 40% of EDP's capital investment in renewables is in the US. This is our single largest market. Of course, Canada and Mexico are also, so important for us. Just this past year, we installed a bit more than 1 gigawatts. We are excited that this year we are more than doubling that capacity. Expected installation is 2.1 gigawatts. We are growing on the distributed generation fronts, already looking at lots of opportunities in terms of new projects in 25, 26 and beyond. We are increasing our footprint in solar. We are also doing a lot more activity on storage, both standalone as well as co-located storage.
We've found the collaboration with EDPR to be extremely fruitful, both technically with the level of sophistication and focus on how do we add value together, do the right thing in the right way with the right partners. And we couldn't be more appreciative than to be partnering and supporting EDPR on projects globally.
I see Shell and EDPR North America as really great partners. We've historically had a great business building partnership. We have great relationships. Our people know each other well. Increasingly we're thinking about not just individual projects, but how do we look at programs and more of a portfolio aspect of how we're driving both our business, but also in an increasingly zero carbon world.
Our organizations have collaborated on over 700 megawatts of projects now spread across the country. We share a common focus on the communities that we build in and creating local jobs and transferable skills to the workforce. That collaboration has been awesome. The partnership that we've built, the transferable skills again that we've created is helping us both achieve our common goal of creating a more sustainable energy future, and is definitely something that we really enjoy about working with EDP Renewables.
Transformers is a platform where we are bringing together all stakeholders who enable us to put more steel into the ground.
The Transformers Summit has been a fantastic opportunity for us to engage not only with EDPR, but also the larger ecosystem and thought leaders in the industry.
The energy transition is a system change, basically. What you really need to do is bring together many components of the system together, people to really discuss how to work together, how to collaborate together. So events like the Transformer Summit are really good for bringing people together, discussing what's happening, what's not happening, and how to move forward together.
I really enjoy coming to the Transformer Summit. I think it's a valuable, couple of days to spend with industry colleagues. It's nice because it's intimate. You kind of get conversations that you don't get at most of the big trade shows. For us, it's a good touch point just to get to meet and network with people who interact with us and vice versa in different ways in the industry.
There's a difference between connecting with people on Zoom and then being in person. Really excited to hear all the panels that you all have planned, just because these are very relevant topics, and from all the conferences that are going on this year, this seems like a really prime spot to hear about what EDPR is thinking on a lot of these topics.
There's a lot of amazing people here, so it's great to meet everybody, especially from EDP. I've spoken with a lot of folks from EDPR, remotely or digitally over the years, and I've actually never met any of them in person, so it's kind of great to be able to put a face to a name.
You can't single shot this stuff. You got to bring a whole ecosystem along with you. This is it. You've got to have that whole ecosystem that understands how we all work together to effectuate the changes, because the policies are important to get right. Again, you've got the right people here, and again, not just right people, but a very diverse crowd of people.
The summit represents I guess a gamut of different sectors across the industry, and just being able to develop those relationships is really beneficial for a number of reasons. To share minds in how we actually accomplish some of these particular renewable goals, but also how we can surmount some of these large barriers of of challenges for the electric grid.
Bloomberg NEF, we work with all of the major corporations, as well as investors, as well as policymakers involved in the energy transition, and EDPR is definitely one of those major players making the transition happen. It's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar transformation over 2 or 3 decades, so it's important that the major players are really engaged.
It's one thing to put on a conference, but then at the end of the conference you have a much longer list of things to do, and I realized maybe the mark of a truly good conference is how long your list of important things to do is. How many people have you met? What new ideas have you come up with? And also, how have each of us as individuals, how have we changed our outlook on the industry after all coming together to talk about these important ideas?
An amazing couple of days where a lot of intellectual conversations, a lot of conversations based on Chatham House rules, where we really want people to open up and talk about the state of play of the renewables industry that we have today, and what does it take us all to collectively work towards a better, cleaner grid, towards a cleaner transition, and to make sure that we are spearheading towards the transition in the right and the successful way.